MetaMan rocks!
Yes, indeed, the MetaMan rocks. And today is the best day of all because I'm going to tell you the 10 coins that are the best, the absolute best today. And if you choose a selection of those, I think you're in for a big ride, a big financial benefit, a big success in your wallet. So let's talk about it now. How do I do it? Well, the first thing you do is you choose an ocean that's going to rise. So that means you choose a category of coins. And what I'm choosing is games. Why? Well, if you look at the screen right now, you can see that the worldwide gaming market is bigger than all of Hollywood, all of Bollywood, and all the other films made by anybody anywhere in the world combined. In the year 2020, it was a $159 billion industry with 2.7 billion gamers. Heck, there's only 8 billion people on Earth, and 2.7 billion of them are in gaming. In the year that just barely ended, 2021, we have an estimate of $189 billion worth spent on gaming and 2.8 billion gamers paying that much money. That's a gigantic market, a gigantic market. And in the offline world, in the physical world, it's already huge. However, in the online world, it's not huge. In fact, it's actually very small. The coins that are in the gaming industry, many of them just started like half a year ago. Many of them don't even have their products launched yet, or maybe only in beta mode, or maybe it's in 2D, but they want to get it into 3D. In other words, it's in its infancy, and the entire ocean is about to rise, carrying all these little coins with it, all the gaming coins with it. Now, I have 51. The MetaMan personally owns 51 coins. And of those, there's 12 that are in the gaming arena. 12 out of 51, that's a very high percent. Why? Because I feel listen, you know the rule. This is for education and entertainment only. It's not financial advice. However, I'm just telling you my feelings. And here are the coins that I bought. I'm going to first start with the coin that I can't buy. So I told you that all of these are ones that I own, but I have to start with the one that I don't own, and that's pegaxy, Pegaxy. If you look right here, you can see a video that I just did recently on gorgeous pegaxy. What a wonderful game, but it's not on any of the exchanges that I use, and I don't want to open up another exchange. I don't want to open up an account on another exchange just to own one coin. So I'm going to wait until it's listed. And if I don't get it, I don't get it. I just sure hope that I do. And the next category is coins that I own, but it's probably not a good deal for you. And the first one I want to talk about is Ultra, UOS. It is a gorgeous coin, which you can see on the screen now. If you look at the maximum chart, I'm going to show you actual charts for all of these. You can see that it started in July of 2019. So it's 2.5 years old. And you can see from the price that it's been low and it's been high. And right now it's roughly in the middle. And so I own it and I'm going to keep it. And if you own it, keep it. But if you don't own it, this is just a dangerous place to buy because it could go down from the middle or up from the middle, but I wouldn't buy it in the middle. The next one I want to show you is my beloved Sandbox. I love Sandbox. Sandbox is a gorgeous coin, and it has just the most delicate little metaverse. It's actually, you know that it's an entire metaverse. It has NFTs, but it is also a game. And when we look at its technical analysis, we see that it's been low, like it's been just over pennies, and it's actually been up to almost $8. And right now it's at $4.50. So it's kind of in the middle. I wouldn't buy it. Anyways, we have now eliminated the two coins that are in the game world which I own, but which I don't think is a good technical entry point for you right now. But now comes the 10 coins that I'm going to tell you about right now that are really low in the market cap rank. So here's number one. In order to succeed, you have to choose a category that you think is going to rise, and that's games. The second thing is you have to choose coins that are very low in the market cap rank and yet have a great future or great coin. And the first one I want to talk to you about is Vulcan Forged, which its letters are PYR. And you can see that it actually has several games and it is very, very well respected. And here is its graph. You can see that it was low for a long, long time. It started in April of 2021, and then it shot up to well over $40, but now it's sitting at $13. So it's sitting closer to the bottom than the top. So this looks like a really good entry point. And before I go on to the next one, I want to remind you that the only thing I want from you, the only thing I want is for you to subscribe. Just hit that subscribe button right there, because when you subscribe, you're telling the world that you think that this is a really good channel. Did I say that was the only thing? No, it's not the only thing, because another thing you could do is comment. Put a comment down there. Why don't you put a comment of which coins you own, or which coin that I recommended you're thinking of buying, or whether you think I'm a good person or not a good person, whether you think I am good at predicting the future. Just leave me comments, because I love you. And this is new. I just started November 1st of 2021. And I've only been a YouTuber, therefore, for slightly over 2 months. And so I'm brand new. And even though I have over 1,500 subscribers, I still take the time to respond to every single one of your comments. So why don't you leave a comment? Did I say comments and subscribe is the only thing I wanted? No. If you like this video, then heart me, heart this video, like this video. Okay, now let's look at YGG. YGG is a very pretty coin. It has a really nice set of avatars and games. It's a really good one. YGG is a play-to-earn gaming guild, bringing players together to earn via blockchain-based economies. We are the settlers of new worlds in the metaverse. Okay, now let's look at its graph. You can see the maximum graph started in July of 2021. It's just barely 6 months old. And you can see that it is closer to the bottom than the top. And so I think this is a good entry point to get into yield guild games. You see, what it's been doing for most of its life after its initial surge is just simply consolidating. So it's been consolidating in the range of $4 up to $10. It just wiggles back and forth in that range, but now it's at 443. It's just right at the bottom of the range. It seems to me like a really good entry point. And the next one I want to talk to you about is VRA. It's also called verasity. And lots of people are talking about it. Lots of YouTubers are talking about it. It's a really good coin. I'm really glad that I own it. And here is the graph. You can see that it is near the bottom again. And so seems to me like if you're interested in verasity, VERASITY, it's a really good coin. They've just gone through a significant rebranding. They're ready for the next step. They're eager. And by the way, have you been noticing the market cap rank? I mean, this one is at 405th down the list, and they're all so low. I was thinking of actually mentioning that, but I forgot to do it for the first few. I'll do it for the next ones, but you can go back and see them yourself. The next one I want to talk to you about is SPS, or Splinterlands. What a gorgeous, exciting, kind of evil, bad guy metaverse kind of background. And you can play anytime, you can trade anytime. That means trade your NFTs, and you can earn every win. It's a very, very exciting Splinterlands. Now let's look at the graph. You can see this one is 621 down the list. Now, why do I want them to be low on the list? Because you see, with a market cap of only $53 million, I know that sounds like a lot of money, but with a market cap of only $53 million, if there is some announcement, if there's some excitement, if they come out with a new thing that excites people, if a famous gamer announces that he likes Splinterlands, then when money starts pouring in, it can make a dramatic impact on the price because it's so low. It could rise from 621 to 500 or 400 or 300, and that would make a gigantic percentage increase in the price of this coin. But you can just look at the graph yourself. You don't have to be a genius in technical analysis to see that it's at a very, very low point right now. It's just a hair under 15 cents, and it's been as high as, well, we can see here, $1.07. So it's nowhere near the top. It's in fact very, very near the bottom. This looks like a wonderful entry point for Splinterlands. Another thing I want to say is, don't buy one game. And the reason is, one game, you're taking a bit of a chance because maybe that one game will fail. Maybe the developers will leave because they don't like the owner and switch to another coin, or maybe it just isn't as exciting as the developer thinks. And so in order to be safe, you need to buy a basket. You need to buy a basket of game coins. And so I'm showing you 10 that I own that have really good entry points. And again, it's education and entertainment. Don't take my advice. Listen to me, listen to lots of other people, and then make your own decisions. But it's common sense, and it's widely known that it's safer to have a basket of coins in order to spread your risk around. Now, Axie Infinity is the largest metaverse coin, but actually I'm not talking about Axie Infinity. I'm talking about SLP, because SLP is the coin that you earn when you win playing games in the metaverse Axie Infinity. So it's Smooth Love Potion, SLP, that actually I own and that I want to talk to you about. You can see on the graph, it's 170th in the market cap rank. And so it's also very, very low. And you can see that it's been as high as almost 40 cents, but right now it's under 2 cents. And so from 2 cents to 40 cents, that's 20x, that's huge. And it doesn't mean it has to stop at 40 cents. It could go way, way higher. And I'm counting on SLP. I really like SLP. I think SLP was the very first game coin that I ever bought. But you can see how exciting these coins are. They're low on the list. They're low on the market cap rank, and they could easily explode when games in total explode. Now, the next one I want to talk to you about is REVV, Rev. And Rev is a car racing program. And let's look at its graph. You can see that the market cap is only 27 million and that it is 852 on the list. 852, it's barely alive, at least from the market cap rank point of view, but they have a great game of racing cars. And you can see that the peak was well over 60 cents, but at the moment it's only 12 cents. And you can also see from the graph that it's really near its low for, well, since March of 2021. So for almost a year, it's roughly near its low. And I think it's a great entry point. I think it's a wonderful investment. I'm glad that I own it. And if you were thinking from the technical point of view, this would be a good entry point. Now, the other one sounds kind of the same. This is REVO, not REVV. It's called Revomon. And you can see that it's on Gate.io. That is the exchange that I use the most. And it is a beta metaverse, beta meta. And what beta means is that it's not launched yet. And so here we go. Here's another example of a metaverse that therefore has games in it, and it's not even launched yet. So it'll likely be very low on the market cap rank. And when we look at it, it's 1,084th, 1,084th. Why? Because it's a metaverse that hasn't launched. Therefore, they have a game that's not launched. Therefore, they have NFT avatars that aren't available yet. And so, of course, it's low. But if they actually continue, and if they actually come out with their metaverse, and they have a good game, then you can expect this coin to explode. And you'll notice that it started in April of 2021, so it's less than a year old. And except for the first few months, the price now is very close to the lowest that this coin has ever done. And so I'm really glad that I own it. And if you were interested, this is a good entry point. The next one is my neighbor Alice, which is totally charming. It's a farmyard and children's thing with nice little cuddly bears that come and talk to you. My neighbor Alice is just a really gentle, sweet coin. Now let's look at its graph. You can see it's 336th on the list, and that it started in March of 2021. So it's just almost a year old. And it's, if anything, it's way closer to the bottom than the top. So this coin has a good entry point. The next one is guildfi, taking guilds to the next level. Your metaverse journey starts here. So it's a metaverse, and therefore it has games, and it has NFTs, and it has avatars, and it has, you know, it's the standard thing, and yet it's one of the good ones, at least as far as I'm concerned. When we look at its graph, you can see it's 506th on the list. 506 has a market cap of 80 million. And of course, you look at the graph and you can see that it's near the bottom. Now you might say, hey, Raymond, this is really easy. Every graph is near the bottom. No, it's not true that every graph is near the bottom. It is not true that every graph indicates that it's a good entry point. I'm just showing you that games is particularly low right now. The whole category is low. The tide has gone out. All the ships have dropped. All the coins have dropped. Not all of them, but the ones that I own have dropped, and they're ready. They're just primed and ready. This is a very, very exciting moment, because I think that when they rise, and it may be tomorrow, it may be 3 months from now, I don't know, I'm a patient guy, but when they rise, I'm hoping or guessing that all of them, all 10 of those will rise, including two, I'll say all 12. There's two that don't have a good entry point, but I own them. So I'm looking for all 12 of my coins to explode, but I'm being totally transparent. These are the actual 12 coins that I own. And of those 12, 10 of them are totally primed for good entry points right now. And binamon, it, its call letters are BMON, B-M-O-N, and they have a, a very interesting, like prehistoric, but kind of cute animals that fight, a complete gaming metaverse of digital monsters. It's very, very pretty. It's hard to take it seriously. It would be good. It's the kind of thing that would excite kids, which is who games attracts, kids and adults. And if we look at its graph, you can see it's absolutely near its low, and it's 1,136 on the market cap rank. Its market cap is under 13 million. It's 12.5 million. It's tiny, weensy tiny. Now, when it's that tiny, it means there's a good possibility it could drop to zero, a very good possibility. On the other hand, if you invested, I'm just going to make up a number, $1,000, let's say, $1,000 that you could easily afford to lose, and if you lost it, you wouldn't notice it, then you have a possibility of losing everything, $1,000. On the other hand, it could go 5x, 10x, it could go 100x, because it's so low in the market cap rank. And so be sure that you never, ever invest in crypto more than you could afford to easily lose without losing any sleep. Those are the 12 coins that the MetaMan actually owns, actually, and 2 of them do not have good entry points right now. From the technical analysis, 10 of the 12 do have good entry points. That's good news for you, not good news for the MetaMan, because that means the coins are down. So, but I don't mind. It doesn't matter. If I don't sell them, it doesn't matter that they're down. And I'm looking forward to holding those for years because it's going to take those coins a while to build their avatars and to build the games and to improve the games and to attract players and to see what other people are doing and adjust. It takes a while. So this isn't an in and out, make some money and a quick buck. No, this is the kind where you're patient and you let these coins develop. Now, let's say you bought all 10 of them. What might happen? Well, it could be that all 10 drop to zero. I mean, you have to know that. It could be that all 10 go up 100x. But I think both those ridiculous extremes are extremely rare. Most likely, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of them might drop to zero, most likely. But then 5 or 6 or 7 of them might go up 5x or 100x. And that's the name of the game. That's the name of the game when you buy coins that are that low in the market cap rank, but in a category that should explode because offline, there's billions of people playing games. It just hasn't caught on in the metaverse yet. So remember, subscribe, 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 and you are now way wiser than you were just 10 minutes ago. Please click on Meta in order to subscribe to my channel. And please click on this video, which is my most recent video, my previous one. And please click on that video, which Google and YouTube think is the most appropriate if you enjoyed this video.